All right, folks. Connectivity is cool. Come on. How is it not cool? We use it every single day. Every day. I would say every second, but we don't use it every second. Um, Fixed wireless fiber. That's what's up. That is truly what's up. It's up. It's actually above ground. It's on the rooftops of your buildings. If you don't have it on your building, you need it on your building. Boutiques to boardrooms. Why fixed wireless fiber is the smart choice. Dude, I love that title. Boutiques to boardrooms. It's a clincher. It's like connectivity is cool. Um, Fixed wireless fiber, why is it so good? Well, I'll tell you why. It completely bypasses the underground last mile infrastructure. What is the last mile underground infrastructure? That's all of the connectivity, all of the underground wires that leaves a data center and connects to a business, connects to a building, connects to a warehouse. That is what's called the underground last mile fiber. So the question is, do you want to put all your eggs in one basket and put all your all your eggs in one basket and rely on that underground for everything? No, you want to diversify your connections. Like you want to diversify your portfolio of cashish, money, investments. You want to diversify where you put your investments, healthcare, retail, transportation. But why do we not do that with connectivity? Why do we always think underground fiber is the best and be all end all? Well, it's not. There's options and there's pros and cons to everything. The underground last mile fiber optic is your single point of failure. Period. End of story. Um, it's true. It's true. I mean, you without a doubt, it's true. Look at this. Check that out. This is underground fiber, which you see on your screen here. So the top picture is what happened in Utah. That outage took out, I guess, half of the state of Utah. Think about that. That fiber cut right there. Look, that's quote unquote redundant fibers. They're like sandwiched. They're like right on top of each other. Look at that. Imagine infusing all that fiber. Or how about the auger? That auger was in Florida. I believe that's in Florida. That auger looks like it pulled up a bunch of fiber. Oops. And then the other bottom picture there on the left is literally underground fiber that's running parallel to each other. So if you have a Verizon fiber connection you're paying for, you have a Lumen fiber connection you're paying for, and you think you're safe because it's two different companies, the answer is really no, you're not safe. You're paying, yeah, two different bills, but it's all over the same path. It's not a diverse path. It is what's called a redundant path. And the difference between redundancy and diversity is massive. And we'll get there in a moment. Let me switch this picture to another interesting photo. Boom. What does real fixed wireless fiber look like? What you see on your screen right now on the rooftop, dual path fixed wireless fiber. That is what it looks like. You can't drop ship what you see on your screen. It's impossible to drop ship it. You have to go on site, install it professionally with a crew. You get your certificates of insurance, you install it. You send people, you send crews, and then once that's installed on the roof, you run the vertical and horizontal cabling to the customer's endpoint, which they call an IDF room, maybe their server room. Sometimes customers want a fiber optic handoff. Sometimes customers want an Ethernet handoff. Either way, the customer is getting a hardline connection. And that hardline connection is being run, boom, to fixed wireless fiber antennas up on the rooftop. That's really important to stress that. Rooftop, dual path, ultra low latency. If you have AI applications that need super low latency, super high reliability, and you're just not finding that with coax, because coax you're never going to find reliability and you know have a roller coaster, or you have fiber and it's like a roller coaster and the latency is up and down. What's the answer? It's fixed wireless fiber. The latency on average to the internet edge with fixed wireless fiber from natural wireless is about 2 to 4 millisecond round trip latency. That is extremely low. And that's any speed from 50 megabytes per second, symmetrical, 50 upload, 50 download, to 20 gigabytes per second uploads and downloads, same speed upload and download. So that's really low latency, and that'll work for all of your AI applications like a charm. And that's a fact. I would say you could take it to the bank, but not quite there yet. I mean, in the context of all of this here. But look, another misconception is that 5G fixed wireless, there's no such thing as 5G fixed wireless. 5G fixed wireless is let me change the photo. 5G fixed wireless is just a mobile connection. Like what you see here, Verizon sends out a network extender, connect to your window, and they call it 5G fixed wireless. It's not. In order to get fixed wireless, you have to go up on the roof and you have to have a point-to-point, either microwave or millimeter wave connection. What you see on your screen right here, look, this is another device that another carrier sells as 5G fixed wireless. That's BS. That's a mobile data hotspot on a good day. On a good day, check that out. That's the same thing. This is T-Mobile. They're selling this and sending it out as 5G fixed wireless. It's not. What that device is, it's a 5G mobile connection, and it's simply connecting to a nearby tower. Look, if you want to see what real fixed wireless looks like, what real fixed wireless fiber looks like, this on your screen, that is what it looks like. Dual path, that's crazy. Dual path, yeah, it's a twofer. I love saying twofer, 2-for-1. Each of these antennas points to a different data center, and each connection is real-time automatic failover between each connection. You got that? I'll repeat that. There's 2 connections for each and every installation that Natural Wireless does. Each of the antennas connects back to a different data center, and there's real-time automatic failover between each connection. That's outstanding. You cannot get that quality of service and reliability from underground infrastructure. It's impossible. It is impossible. Let me switch over here to another slide. Check out this video. Check this out. That's a manhole fire. You ever see a manhole? Whoa! Fire! That's crazy. Yo, that's nuts. An underground manhole fire. That happens every single day in the United States. You live in a metropolitan market, Miami, Philly, Chicago, New York, New Jersey, Boston. This happens all the time. Underground fires happen. And whenever someone says, oh, I have multiple underground fiber connections, I got redundancy, I have 2 different bills, I have 3 different bills, or I have a different point of entry in my building with another underground provider, it's useless. You need diversity. What does diversity look like? Well, diversity looks like fixed wireless fiber. That is diversity. This is true diversity. It goes on the rooftop of your building. There's no underground manhole fires that can affect fixed wireless fiber. It is on the rooftop. It is immune to all of that stuff. Because these fires, look at that fire, look at that. It's going to keep going and going and going. The fire department can't put that out. It's underground. And what ends up happening with these underground manhole fires is that they cascade and they want to keep feeding themselves. And they hit an underground central vault. A central vault is where multiple fibers feed into, and those central vaults go back to a data center. So when a vault goes kablooey, catches fire, the underground infrastructure is even worse off. So again, remember the difference between diversity and redundancy. Diversity is where it's at. Stop thinking redundancy. Stop thinking you have 2 underground fibers. Oh, I have a different point of entry in my building and I'm safe. You're not. You want to have a really nice network infrastructure for your office, for your customer. Have fixed wireless fiber on the roof and have something underground. Additionally, let me add that additionally, don't think of fixed wireless fiber as a secondary connection. More than 85% of Natural Wireless customers use us as the primary mode of connectivity. Why? Oh, you're like, oh, that's impossible, blah, blah, blah. It's not. It's ultra low latency. There is a service level agreement that is at par with your other carriers, with your underground stuff. Natural Wireless guarantees 99.99% uptime, reliability, and performance. It's true. We wouldn't be in business for 22 years if it didn't work. Think about that. You could take that to the bank. I'd throw that in there. What other cool pictures do we have here? Bam. Backhoes. Backhoes happen. Accidents happen. Look, you got these guys in there like, yeah, should have called ahead. We just took out Tennessee here. Oops. It happens all the time. States lose connectivity. Backhoes, slice through fiber lines. It happens. Accidents happen. But is your business, is your customer prepared for that? Diversity is where it's at. And that is achieved with fixed wireless fiber. So, what's the takeaway? The takeaway is that diversity is where it's at, and connectivity is cool. Because without connectivity, wouldn't be right here, right now, talking to you today, and I wouldn't be on my phone, clickety-clacking and talking to people, because I love talking to people. But it's time for, people? I'll tell you what it's time for. It's time to go sell something.